Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.
Hello and welcome viewers to the High Court premises. Today we have attended the court case of Mr. Ali Cham and saving orders. You may be aware that 37 of these young people were arrested on a few weeks ago, and they were charged with arson, willful damage, among other things. They were since kept at the remand wing of the Central Prison, Mile 2, and 30 of them were the Attorney General's chambers have filed a nollie prosecute, meaning they are not going to prosecute 30 of these young people, and the case is effectively now against 7 of them. And the savings bail hearing today happened, and the court has granted Killer Ace and 6 orders a bail today. Mr. Madi Jobate, a right activist who has been very effectively following the case, is here with us. Mr. Jobata, what does this day mean for Killer and others?
Freedom certainly, because they've been, as far as we are concerned, unlawfully put in jail for the past couple of weeks, and so now that today the judge decided to grant them bail, I think we welcome that. I welcome that. I think it's positive, at least to ensure that justice is being done to free them, from imprisonment. I am just concerned with the bail condition. Basically, that the condition is to provide a sortie of $100,000. Bail is a right citizens have, and while the judge has the discretion to decide the bail conditions, but what the law also requires that you exercise reasonability. So I wonder what really is the rationale behind the 100,000, which I think is a lot of money for poor youths like these young people to provide, or their families. And so I thought the bail conditions could be far less than this, because in any case, these people do not pose a flight risk. They have not demonstrated that.
Well, they will be depositing their travel documents with the registrar.
Yeah. So in addition to that large amount of money, they are also supposed to submit their travel documents, so which is a further restriction for their movement. As I was saying, when they were first arrested in August 17 August, until they were put in prison, they were reporting back and forth to the police. They never ran away. So you don't have an indication that yes, these people may flee. And so for that matter, I think the bail condition is just too stringent.
But you don't think also, I mean, we've seen a softer position from the state today, because some were expecting that they were going to argue that these people were charged with arson and willful damage and therefore should not be granted bail.
Well, that charge is before the magistrate's court. That charge is not before the High Court yet. Even though the magistrate transferred these things to the High Court with the charges,
but then have made a similar argument.
No, I think that would be untenable, because the charges must have been before that first. so you make an agreement, but no one has charged them yet before the High Court. So the High Court is just deciding on the bail, their imprisonment, whether to let them go home or to stay in prison. And I think the High Court made the right decision, and I think the state advised themselves well not to argue about that, so that now what it means is they can assist, as this state, can formally charge them before the High Court if they have to, which we are also going to engage on seriously if they charge, to look at the kind of charges they bring and so on. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jobate. Also with us here is Mr. He calls himself Immortal X, but he's Aliuba. He's very actively involved in the case of these young people. Like many others, he's arguing that they should be released. Mr. Ba, what does this day mean for them? They finally at least granted bail and they're going home.
I mean, of course, but at the end of the day, what we really desire is that they should be released unconditionally, and that this was a blunder on the part of the state in trying to use young people as a token for the intimidation of the greater masses of the people. And we think that this is not an achievement on the part of the state. It's not an achievement that they bailed them. It's actually shameful that you will pigeonhole young people and then put them in this mess. And that we hope that very soon the state will come to its senses and it will withdraw its case, and that it will apologize to the Gambian people for its failure in delivering justice and the guarantee of rights for young people in this country.
You've been part of greater mass of people who were calling for the release of these people since they were arrested.
Yes.
Were there or are there any ongoing activity in terms of engagement with the state to ensure that they withdraw the charges?
You engage with a state that wants engagement, not a state that is uppity, self-righteous, and thinks it's doing the right thing whilst it is failing the people. When the state calls for dialogue, as our history as activists in this country, we've always granted them a hearing. We've always granted them audience. It's not like we've never granted them. Occupy Westfield, we granted them dialogue. Therefore, we granted them dialogue and countless other engagements. But they don't reach out anymore. They feel like they have achieved, they feel they're on the right track. And this is when it becomes problematic, when law and order is weaponized and used against the people. And that's what we have seen. That is the new sort of thing that is happening in this country, where law and order is weaponized to curtail the voices, the wishes and the dreams and aspirations of young people in this country.
Finally, we've seen when these people were remanded, were taken to Mile 2, and a lot of people had come out to say this is unjustified because these people are mere suspects right now. They're not convicts. They should not be treated like convicts. And we've seen a lot of activists come together and organize a press conference to sort of put pressure on the state. Do you think there may be similar reactions this time around too?
Of course, that's the thing. Is everybody in their right state of mind knows what the state has done is wrong. And that's why there's been solidarity from across the board, from people who just everyday people from all walks of life have been in solidarity with the people who have been arrested, because they know that what they're doing is just tricks and tactics that the state has always done. So yes, there is unconditional solidarity from the Gambian people, precisely because they know that what the state has done is wrong. And at this point, the state, for it to save its face, must come at once and release these people unconditionally and apologize to them for wasting their time.
Thank you very much, Mortal.
Respect.
So that was Mr. Aliuba bringing this live coverage to an end. So like I have said, Mr. Killer is and 7 orders are going to be released today from the remand wing. Thank you very much for being there.
na broda min ba Europe Mr. Conte nka bo wala kol kan sai na so ko na mano banta jabo banta tulo ban Sanka bol pol ka anda ka ba official kana ba dama bulo mutarin baka ta funtilano ni kon batu ngane ta ya puri yamma ko dumanti nga ta mano sani kilo ni jaw
munda fete ni la buro da man balwo service kalam
mon service
balwo service
ni da foronte mo kala
munda afela buro da ko abitala internet ol aya ba site la woldo balwo.com na wo sajje a apu nga ba download la telephone ol na be sandiro to ni wal na be sidin ala official ko ndama manjar pour ay ta bank ko kodoki abe sidin official ko da minto ito message yo soye telephone ko no e bitiko be Gambia dawda bitiko babelo ko ta tano dawda yeta fenko tawo
wodama yala balwo service na kamol da han mata nyo le kan fi jalla bro dan ka ko ayo ko ta
balwo service dinkirala jampo o manken na kolaya ko balwo service al demano kaje ko ale domor feŋol sang alla dimbaya moli ana lakkanun tewol wato bela ani wat sudum fanan kono balwo service la dinkiralu ani la do kunyolu e banko karo beto kabirin katon fo koyna nalla fa ko ku ko tan soro balwo service la kolto ali commandi telephone line la milbuko 9400213 7694319 wala 3192870 wala hankabi alta internet oto alila kolu jibe www.baluwo.com